Normally, trading two All-Stars in one offseason should set a franchise back big time. But for the Utah Jazz, everything they've done thus far has set them up perfectly for the future. Lauri Markkanen has been a revelation for this team and is earning just $17 million per year. Kessler gave them massive production last season and is making 1/14 of what Gobert is making, and they still have a ton of draft capital from both the Mitchell and Gobert trades. In this video, we're going to look into the moves that put the Jazz in such a position, what those pieces mean for the Jazz here now, and ultimately, why the Jazz have a bright future. But before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. After drafting Donovan Mitchell, the Utah Jazz remained a competitive team for years. Mitchell became one of the elite guards in the NBA and was a historic playoff riser, leading the Jazz to a playoff series win in just his rookie season and averaging 36 points per game in the 2020 NBA playoffs. Alongside him was Rudy Gobert, a generational rim protector who made the Jazz a top-tier defense. But despite fielding a solid supporting cast, the Jazz just couldn't get over the hump. They failed to even make the conference finals in the Mitchell and Gobert era. They blew a 3-1 lead in the Orlando bubble to the Denver Nuggets and lost in dramatic fashion in both 2021 and 2022. In 2021, they had the best record in the West, a top 5 defense, and a top 5 offense, and probably had the best supporting cast they had since 2018. However, they lost to a Clippers team that lost Kawhi during the series and blew a 25-point lead in Game 6. In 2022, the Mavs were without Luka Doncic for the first 3 games of the series, but the Jazz still managed to troll the series 2-1 and ultimately lost in 6 games. With that loss, the writing was clearly on the wall that the Jazz needed to blow things up, and fortunately, they did. They dealt Mitchell to the Cavaliers for Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, Ochai Agbaji, 3 firsts, and 2 swaps. At the time, many people probably saw the picks, Agbaji, or maybe Colin Sexton as the bright points of this deal. But Markkanen put the entire NBA world on notice, and I don't even know if people realize just how good he was. After balling out in the FIBA Eurobasket 2022, Lauri came back with newfound confidence and averaged 26 points and 9 rebounds for the entirety of the 2023 season. Just so you know how crazy that is, Lauri averaged just 15 points and 6 rebounds the year prior, and 15 points and 7 rebounds for the first 5 years of his NBA career. Moreover, what's just as impressive is the efficiency in which he did it with. More often than not, being the number 1 option on a bad or mediocre team means taking a large number of shots on putrid or mediocre efficiency. But Markkanen averaged 26 points on 50% from the field, 39% from 3 on 7 attempts, and got to the free throw line more than ever before in his career at 6 attempts a game and shot that at 88%. We've always seen flashes of what Markkanen could be in Chicago and Cleveland, but this newfound level of regression and confidence really took him over the top. He's not merely a stationary shooter, but can operate in the pick and roll, the pick and pop, attack the basket at will, run the floor well, and is really underrated as an athlete overall, posterizing the best of the best. Additionally, Markkanen became the first player ever to track at least 100 dunks and 200 threes in a single season. Lauri was clearly amazing for the Jazz last year, but so was rookie Walker Kessler. When the Jazz traded Rudy Gobert to the Timberwolves, they received Malik Beasley, Patrick Beverley, Vando, 4 first-round picks, a pick swap, and of course, Walker Kessler. Kessler made all-rookie first team with solid averages of 9 points and 8 rebounds, averaged 2 blocks, and shot 72% from the field. Matter of fact, Kessler actually had more blocks than Rudy Gobert last season, having 173 in 1700 minutes compared to Gobert's 95 in 2100 minutes. This is not to diminish Gobert's impact in any way, and blocks aren't even the complete metric to measure defensive effectiveness. Rather, this is to illustrate what the Jazz have on their hands in Kessler as he's still on his rookie deal. Kessler also had many impressive games during the season as well, including a 20-point, 20-rebound game and being the first rookie to do that since 2014. He really has the potential to be at least a double-double guy in the league who can be in conversations for all defense in a few years. And I think there's an avenue for growth offensively. Ochai Agbaji is another player whom I think Jazz fans should be hopeful for next season. Coming from Kansas as a national champion, he was essentially just a piece in the Donovan Mitchell trade. In his rookie season, there was much to be desired in terms of his offensive game, especially when it came to his efficiency and outside shots. But his athleticism, ability to move well without the ball, and his defense can prove valuable to the Utah Jazz. In the 2023 draft, the Jazz drafted 6'10" big Taylor Hendricks from the UCF Knights. He's an excellent athlete who can play the 4 or the 5, is a good defender, can space the floor, and he shot 39% from 3 last season. And ironically, some people see a little bit of John Collins in him. John Collins was obviously a member of the Atlanta Hawks for the past few years and formed a nice pick and roll and pick and pop tandem with Trae Young. However, he had his worst season since his rookie year last year, and the Hawks had to deal him in order to cut salary. In turn, the Jazz get a player who will only be 26 next season and get a huge offensive boost if Collins dials the clock just to 2 seasons ago. Realistically speaking, the Utah Jazz can be somewhat competitive next season. On top of the young talent that they already have, they have vets like Jordan Clarkson, Colin Sexton, and Kelly Olynyk in the fold. And they can be content with competing because they have so many first-round picks from other teams such as the Cavs, Timberwolves, and a protected 2027 first from the LA Lakers. With that flexibility, they can obviously draft players, but they can also bundle those picks to trade for the next disgruntled star or move up in the NBA draft. Overall, the Utah Jazz are building very well for the future, and Danny Ainge should get credit for this. They have attractive young pieces, they're not really strapped financially in the immediate future, and they have multiple chances to hit in the upcoming NBA drafts. Those are just my thoughts on the Utah Jazz, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on Lauri Markkanen and the Jazz, and what are your expectations for them moving forward? Also, do you feel the Jazz are the best run operation in the league right now? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. To see you all in the next one, and stay tuned.